What's up, everybody? This is Diaries of a Wounded Warrior. I am your host, Halston, and today we're joined again by my beautiful wife and partner in life, Abby. And it is Freedom Friday. We're happy and blessed to be here to experience this day with you. We hope everybody had as productive of a week as we did. I'm going to pour myself a drink so that we can relax and enjoy each other's company and get into some hot and spicy topics. So I'll get into that. I'll turn it over to my wife.
So I know Halston talked to all of you guys this week about finances, and so I thought I would just go ahead and talk a little bit about how the two of us, when it comes to our finances, right now we've actually kind of kept our finances still somewhat separate. And so technically neither one of us really needs to ask permission in order to spend our own money. But something that I think has been a good thing for us is that we do talk to each other about finances. So, Halston made it seem like he had been buying, a ton of comic books and that it was a problem. That's not how it was, but it was something that he noticed that he wanted some accountability on it. And so we talked about it. We set a budget, set an agreement on it, and he came to me today with a comic book that he really wanted. You know, that's that's what you do in a marriage and a partnership is, you communicate about things, and it's something that finances or anything, the mental health stuff and all of that, it's this man is open with me, and I like to think that I'm pretty open with him, and that's just something that has been a really good thing for us. And so I would encourage the other couples out there, especially those, the military couples, the veteran couples. It's helpful to talk about this stuff. It helps you stay close. It helps you just get through life a little bit better.
Absolutely. For me, being able to have that emotional support here with me to lean on, to open up with, to be, honest, and to vocalize any problems or concerns or issues that I'm having. Guys, let me tell you, you can't internalize that stuff. It will eat at your soul and it will destroy you and it will prevent you from growing. So,
And your partner sees it, they know something's up, and they want to be there for you.
yeah, and like sometimes, like, yes, your partner will pick up on those things, but sometimes they might not know how to approach it. And so don't get discouraged if you're going through something and somebody's not stepping in and like being and asking you what's going on. It might just honestly be, one of their personal like fears of not being able to know how to go about it. Like you got to help them out. You got to give them the information. You got to keep them informed.
They may think they're the problem.
Yep. Keeping them informed is going to give them the tools necessary for both of you to move forward. Just keep that in mind. Like it's the strongest tool that there is human bonds and those friendships. So keep pushing on with that. I will say just real quick before we get into the other stuff that with comic books and everything, like I've been seeing social media build up with all of these, investment tips and Bitcoin this and Experian or whatever that, all these investments that are making people just tons and tons of money, quote unquote, accessible money. Do not get caught. Do not get caught into FOMO, fear of missing out. I get caught into that sometimes, especially with my comic books. I see a hot character on the TV, and I'm like, I got to go after that first appearance. Don't get caught up into it because even though, yes, it does pay out, it doesn't always. It's never guaranteed. Be careful. Dip your toe before you jump in. That's all I'm going to say about that. Without further ado, I got my drink poured, I got it stirred, got it ready to go. We're going to get into our discussion topics. Yeah, boy.
You go first. Ooh, you pulled out two.
Ooh, I'll let you. All right.
You go first.
All right. Mind if I do? All right. Would you rather be the last person on Earth or be stranded on an island with a childhood hero you've never met?
I remember who my childhood heroes are.
Ooh.
I'd say one childhood hero was Brett Favre, and I think I'd rather be the last person on Earth. He wore purple, so I can't really.
Yeah, I would have to say last person on Earth as well. I can't really remember who my childhood hero was, but I would say it would probably. Well, okay. My childhood hero was probably actually my dad. So I don't know. I think I could totally be stranded on an island with my dad.
I could be stranded on an island.
Actually,
with your
I
dad.
think I might need to be stranded on an island with my dad. I don't think I would survive
I could go. Oh yeah, no,
being the
he
last
would.
person
Oh
on
my
Earth. So
gosh!
I think
But
I think
you're-
that's like
with your
yeah.
dad, you would have a hut. You would soon have like an actual
A
bathroom. You would
garden,
have
you'd
like
have food.
you would have. I mean, your dad. Your
Right.
dad is the correct person to be
Yeah.
stranded on a desert island.
Yeah.
Deserted island, desert island, wooded island, doesn't matter.
So I'm going
His
with
dad is the one.
I'm going with childhood hero for sure. My dad, he would be my savior if we were stranded somewhere. So that's my answer.
I just
I feel like you would be okay. Last
as the
person
last
on Earth,
person.
yeah.
Give me enough books.
Because you grew up on a farm, so
I did. Yeah, I mean, I grew up on a farm. I know. I can. Yeah,
I mean, I think
I would take lots of naps.
lots of naps. You would definitely navigate a lot of your allergies. That would be a big problem. But um, no, I think you'd do fine. I think you'd be able to scavenge, gather, build.
I would probably have a few. Well,
It also depends on.
both of my sisters came up with imaginary friends when I was a child,
Mhm.
and I did not.
So
I borrowed my
yeah.
older sisters, but I think that I had to use my older sister's imaginary friends because I think she told me I wasn't allowed to have my own.
Yeah. And I guess it also depends on like what world we're talking about because if we're stranded, if we're the last person on the planet, but there's still like buildings and stuff, you'd be fine. But if you're like the last person on the planet or the only person on the planet
And there's
and you got to
nothing.
start from zero, I think anybody would struggle with that though.
Yeah.
So I think it would, yeah, you'd be fine. You'd be fine.
It'd give me plenty of time to overthink things.
Oh yeah, well you do that anyway. So
Here's one. Do you believe in aliens? Why or why not?
yeah. So I definitely believe in aliens. I can't say this for certain. Believe I have seen a UFO. Um, surprise! You're married to a weirdo. No. So seriously, I was with one of my buddies one morning, and we were driving out to school. And while I was driving, being safe, mind you, while I was driving safely, we was on the interstate. We saw a aircraft in the air. Didn't have any wings on it. It was just like a tube-shaped aircraft, and we both saw it at the same time, and it tilted towards outer space, and it disappeared like that. So very, very well could be us doing, experimenting on, new technologies. I don't know, but I know what I saw. I was not intoxicated in any type of way. I wasn't.
I believe you.
And I mean, I can't say for certain if it was aliens, but it was definitely odd, and I mean, it got my curiosity going. So that was whenever I first started to question that.
So, I am an earth sign.
Mhm.
I like 2 feet very firmly planted on the ground. I am very creeped out by anything under the sea.
Even though she's traveled all around the world.
I mean, yeah, but I've never been closer to God than when I'm in an airplane, and I am even closer to Him when there's turbulence. I am very creeped out by outer space.
Yeah.
I don't want there to be aliens. And that's my answer.
Yeah.
I'm so creeped out by it that I just,
I think that personally, I wouldn't really want there to be aliens either because I think that the likelihood of them being friendly versus non-friendly, I'm more leaning towards they're probably not the nicest, whatever in the world. But I don't know.
They've left us alone this far. Let's not search. Let's not call them. Let's not just no.
So we're split on the aliens.
Still never watched Star Wars. Never going to.
All right, last one, guys. Top 3 comic books you own.
Go.
Let's just do books because you don't really own comics.
That's not true.
Well, you do.
And of all the comic books I've read, I would say that that's in my top 3.
All right. So, well, then explain.
I started Paper Girls. Paper Girls? Paper Girls.
Mm-hmm.
I've read the first one. Or is it
first
the
volume?
trade? But yeah, the first volume. So I have the second, third, and fourth volumes that I still need to read. Maybe that'll be something for this weekend.
Yeah.
But so far, I mean, I like it as far as my introduction into comic books.
Yeah, no, I heard a lot of great things about Paper Girls, and so when I finally got Abigail to come with me,
seems to be a little extraterrestrial stuff, maybe.
Yeah, and I think that there's time travel and stuff in there. But
time travel, I'm okay with.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've only heard great things about it. I plan to read it once she's done, and yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be good. My top 3 comic books that I own. Okay, so I would have to go with Black Lightning, number 1. It is the first appearance, first cover appearance, first origin story of Black Lightning, the character. It is also the first time that we see an African American superhero in the DC universe. So, pretty awesome book. I actually owned a signed copy of that book. Really, really happy to own it. As soon as we get any type of movie of Black Lightning coming to the DC universe, I fully expect that book to explode. Number 2 would have to be probably Something is Killing the Children. Something is Killing the Children is the first major independent comic series that I got into, and as soon as I read the description of it, I had to get it. I actually started about 6 issues behind, had to get the first 6 issues, and those issues were going for about $25 a pop at the time, and I almost didn't get into the series because I was so far behind, but I went ahead and purchased the issues. Now, those first 4 or 5 issues, you can't find them for, I would say, probably less than about $100 an issue, just because that series has exploded. Number 3 is probably got to be, I think it's Thor 337. Thor 337 is the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. Anybody who's watched World War Hulk knows that Beta Ray Bill is the character on the planet that the Incredible Hulk has to fight in order to get, I think it's the whatever thing that keeps mind controlling them on the planet. I haven't watched it in a while, but I remember Beta Ray Bill was in the movie. Beta Ray Bill is also the first character to lift Thor's hammer other than Thor. So it's his first appearance, his first cover appearance, and that's also a signed copy. So yep, that's my top 3 comic books. I love and cherish them, along with dozens of others. So
our questions today.
Yep, recap.
Would you rather be the last person on Earth or be stranded on an island with a childhood hero you've never met? That disqualifies your dad. Anyway.
Oh, I've never met. Yeah, I'm sticking with my answer because, yeah, I'm the one that made the question, so I can change it. You know what I'm saying?
We make the rules.
Yeah.
Do you believe in aliens? Why or why not? Never watching Star Wars.
Split decision. They exist.
Top 3 comic books you own. Paper Girls.
Yep. Black Lightning 1, Something is Killing the Children, whole series, really, Thor 337. Well, guys, I'm going to give y'all a toast before we leave off of here. We wish everybody a great weekend. We really, really appreciate the support of the channel. And if y'all ever need anything, y'all feel free to reach out to us, and make sure to remember to keep everybody around you, those that you love, those that you cherish, informed so that you can lean on them in your time of need, because 9 times out of 10, those are going to be the only people that you can depend on to really, really support you whenever you're down. As always, guys, even if you don't realize it, even if you don't believe it, there's a warrior in every single one of you, and we see it. Take care.